Hi everyone, my name is Crystal, and today I'd like to share about my background and interests to you guys. This is a picture of me when I was traveling to Boston during this winter break. I'm currently a fourth year student majoring in food nutrition and health at the Faculty of Land and Food Systems. I've taken a few special education courses as my elective along with my undergrad study. I'm currently taking one pedagogy course in textile design, and I was amazed to explore different techniques of creating meaningful textile pieces. My areas of expertise includes peer programs, planning and support, outreach and promotion, and leadership. I'm still in the process of exploring what I'm truly passionate about. However, I hope to plan those educational programs that are essentially helpful and practical to the target population. One of my interests in planning educational programs falls within the category of health education to the general public, with the focus on adults and their families, including the seniors and young children. My hope is to increase their health literacy skills by providing interactive and easy to adapt programming which they could carry along with them into everyday life. Reflecting back on my past experiences, I have worked closely with planning educational programs such as field trips, summer camps, cooking workshops, and online learning programs for aged 5 to 12 years old children. One of my highlighted experiences is volunteering as a community education team member at a nonprofit called Fresh Youth this summer, which is located at the East Vancouver. My roles include facilitating interactive programming for children that align with sustainable planting and eating, such as cooking workshops, weeding and farming, and field trip sessions that include various topics based on the BC curriculum. Meanwhile, I was in charge of outreaching companies for the annual fundraising event and creating promotional materials on social media. Although my previous experiences speak to more instructional program planning of K-12 education, it is my privilege to explore the side of adult program planning as a student leader at the LFS Academic and Career Engagement Team, also known as the ACE team for 3 years. We focused on delivering programming related to academic success and career development that allows participants to gain and apply relevant skills, be exposed to campus and faculty specific resources, and engage with their peers. Being one of the team leaders this year, I also stepped out of my comfort zone by providing peer support and coaching over 30 peers in event organization and professional communication, empowering them to lead and take ownership of their own achievement. During my involvement with different types of program planning, I have become more confident and interacting with people from various culture backgrounds and absorbing new perspective with an open mind. For me, brainstorming with a diverse group is very inspiring and spark more creativity, and I wish to contribute myself and continue to grow in a diverse community. As previously mentioned, I am interested in planning educational programs of health education to the general public in the future. I personally learned that learn the best from interactive programming that includes group discussions, video demonstration, or any other creative components. During program planning, I also appreciate innovation and communication. It would be wonderful to be able to incorporate these components into the program planning for this course. And I love to collaborate with folks from diverse backgrounds to create a fun and practical educational program that would pique people's interest in diving deep into those topics and issues. Being as an adult learner, sometimes I think that I lack professional expertise in educating adults to be qualified as a adult educator. However, after reading the first two lessons and reflecting on my personal experience, I learned that adult education is more than just university or institutional learning. Many educational moments happen in informal situations, such as a daily conversation with friends about a newly released technological product, a parenting seminar, or a cooking instruction YouTube video. Adult learning moments or education could be a constant learning process and involve many relearned and unlearned components since our life stages are changing with more cumulative life experiences. The experiences of learning as an adult allow me to put myself into the shoes of adult learners while designing programs, as I can better connect with their needs, objectives, motivations, and etc. It's helpful for us to think as an adult learner when planning those programs. In particular, the interactive program planning model from Chapter 2 has encouraged me to understand that program planning can be creative, adapt to specific conditions and individual requirements, and does not have to follow a set of sequential processes. Because the interactive model of program planning promotes flexibility and interactions among each component, instead of a step-by-step technique or a practice blueprint, the interactive model directs us to start planning in any dimension or component that makes sense in our situation. As a result, our program planner will be more adaptable to unforeseen changes, which is very important in today's fast-paced and ever-changing environment. Another takeaway for me from chapter 1, which I realized that program design is critical to adult learning and education, regardless of whether traditional, pragmatic, or radical techniques are employed. Through various program design techniques tailored to personal experiences, cultural norms, and requirements, these approaches can prepare individuals for greater career opportunities and continuous progress and growth. For example, I used a pragmatic approach when arranging the alumni networking session for our faculty colleagues. All of the interactive model components occur concurrently, and we had a checklist to prioritize some of the most important or urgent jobs. However, we do not arrange the event in a certain linear or step-by-step manner. Last but not least, the question-based method of program planning conveys the concept of a circle framework, implying it is possible to begin at any point. It also piqued my curiosity to know more about it because they ask fundamental planning questions to stimulate program planners' thinking to develop more concrete programs. Overall, I was motivated by the primary message of both the interactive model and the question-based approach to program planning, which is to concentrate on a dynamic way of thinking about program planning. The materials of the first 2 weeks have shown that the program planning is a complex process and it requires carefully applying various skills and tactics. There's no technique that can universally apply in every situation, and we should communicate with circumstance, be flexible, and adapt quickly to changes. From here, I will consider how to be flexible and balanced in applying those models in and making judgment to develop better education program for adults and no matter for this course or in the future. And thank you for listening.